So hey guys, and welcome back to Born Traveller. Right, in this video I want to talk about laundry. How do you do laundry as an endless traveller whilst you're on your road? Okay, let's get started. So I'll go through each product. We've got some fabric softener, a washing powder, dry bag, a stain remove soap, a little sponge, obviously a little zip tie bag to keep it in, a washing line, a plug, a universal plug, and a little bag to keep them in. So this is the first little trick I'll teach you. When you buy washing powder, take it out of the original packaging and put it in an old water bottle. I just think it's a better way of keeping it. It just I don't know. I just think this is better than trying to keep a box or whatever the little packet it comes in. They either come in a bag or they come in a cardboard box. Well, both of those could break quite easily. In this, even if you really press it, it's under a lot of pressure, it's probably not going to break. So it's much better. You don't want it leaking in your bag. The fabric softener actually is for a different reason. The reason I put it in here is I don't want to carry one of the big bottles around. And majority of the times, these bottles are going to be like 1 to 2 litres, and they're huge. What I tend to do is wait until I get to a new destination. I'm going to be there 3 or 4 days. I'll buy the 750ml, I'll fill this up, and then I'll try and use as much of the 250ml that's left whilst I'm there. Then I've got a full bottle for travelling for the next week or so. Obviously, if I'm moving countries, these can't go with me. It already adds an extra kilo weight to my bag. So if I take a flight, this has got to go, because obviously you can't take this in a carry-on. So how do I do the actual washing? Okay, so what I do is I fill this up with water. This is a dry bag. It's probably a little bit on the small side. I'm looking for a bit bigger, maybe a 10 to 20 litre. I do want a bigger one actually. This is only like maybe an 8 litre. I don't think it's big enough myself. But anyway, what I do is I fill it up with hot water and I put a little bit of powder in, put your clothes in, and obviously if you need to use the stain remover to get any stains out, do that before you put them in here. And use the sponge as well if you need to give it a good scrub. Put your clothes in here. Give them a good rinse. You can fold it down like that, and you can basically agitate it. What you want to do is agitate it like this. That's what a washing machine does. Leave it for soak for a good 5 or 10 minutes, and then keep agitating it maybe for another 5 minutes. Once that's done, empty it out, and basically under the tap, just rinse it. Yeah, just get rid of all the soap. Just rinse it out as best you can. Empty this out. Make sure all the soap's out. Or another trick is just to turn it inside out, and then put them back in with cold water. And then add the fabric softener and leave them in soak again for 5 or 10 minutes so the fabric softener takes. Again, rinse it through. So once they've been in for soak for 5 minutes, then obviously just take them out, rinse them in cold water, but don't rinse them too much, because if you're drying a hotel room, you probably want a lot of the fabric softener in there, otherwise they'll probably start to smell. That's the whole point of the fabric softener, to make sure your clothes don't smell when they're drying, because in hotel rooms, as you know, they don't ever dry that quickly. So if I ever need to leave my clothes in soak because they've got some stains on them, what I'll do is I'll fill the sink up with hot water, put this in, and then use the stain remover soap and leave them in soak for as long as I think they may need it. So that's another little trick. That's why I have this, just to leave the clothes in soak to get rid of any stains. It does depend on where I am as to whether I'm going to use this. Sometimes I find it handy sometimes to drip dry my clothes in the bathroom. But as I say, every hotel, every apartment's different. If I've got a balcony, I probably wouldn't use this. It does stick quite well. I've used this on this trip about 10 times, so I wouldn't say it's the most used thing I've ever used, but it does come in handy sometimes for drying my clothes. So the other tip is to put your clothes in a place, if you're in a hotel room, where they're going to dry the quickest. Never ever leave them to dry in the bathroom, because especially if it's tiled, it'll take forever and they'll probably smell all the time they're dry. So try and put them in the hotel room, maybe use that to tie off with maybe a door handle or something. Try and dry them in the warmest place in the room or near the window. That's what I find. My advice is, hand washing is good on the road, but every 2 weeks or so you really do need to put your clothes through a washing machine, otherwise they do tend to smell of sweat after a while, especially in a hot climate. You never tend to wash them properly, not compared to a washing machine. So every 2 weeks I try to find a washing machine and put my clothes through. So I only use hand washing when I really need to, but I think it's a very effective way, and this quite lightweight kit is pretty useful, I think. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the video. I just want to talk about something really important: travel insurance. If you've never thought about it when you travel, you should really get travel insurance. Travel insurance is one of the most important things you can do whilst you're travelling. And the place I recommend to get your travel insurance is Safety Wings. Safety Wings I've been using for around 2 years now. There is no other company out there that offer the same service and affordability as Safety Wings. Safety Wings offer comprehensive travel insurance to anybody from pretty much any country in the world. And the great thing about that is you can get the insurance whilst you've already started to travel. So if you're aged between 18 and 69, you can get travel insurance from Safety Wings. COVID-19 cover is included, and you can also download a visa form to prove that you have travel insurance for any border controls. So if you decide that Safety Wings is for you, please click on the link in the right hand corner and help support my channel in a small way. Thank you. So that's it for this video, guys. If you've got any comments, please leave them below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.